Welcome today. We're here at a place called Caldbeck, and there are many mines around here, and all this ground is covered with lots of various types of quartz, and it's a very successful mine. So I'm just crossing over the footbridge here, and there we have that beautiful stream. It's about 3 miles up this track here, and we'll keep going till we get to the mine. I hope you enjoyed the journey. So you can see the old wall that's been built there. That would be built by the people who owned these mines over 200 years ago. And they would have needed this water to run the pumping in the mine. It's a glorious day, and I will tell you it's around about -3. So I am wrapped up like Santa. Up each one of these drawers, you can see there is actually mine works. This place was absolutely covered in mines in its day. Aren't these pretty? See loads of these. Oops, can't pick it up. Just see loads of them. They're just so pretty. Beautiful. There'll be unakite in here as well. I can see a piece of unakite in there. How lovely is that? Shows you how clean the air is when you get lovely lichen, whatever you want to call it, however you want to pronounce it. Just shows you how clean the air is. No pollutants. But 100 years ago, it would have been full of pollutants from the mining. And this stream, all the way along here, we'll find lumps of malachite, Chrysocolla, it's all the way up here. So you often see bright green rocks. They didn't need it, the miners didn't need it, but it was a really good telltale sign to tell them that there was copper here. And copper has always had value. And you can see how people have obviously been sorting out 1 or 2 pieces of crystals. That just needs some acid on it to get rid of that brown. I think it's clear quartz, I don't think it's citrine. It'll be stained by the iron. I'll show you some more. How brown that is. It'll all come pretty white. I have found citrine up here, but this is how it would start. It's just that beautiful peace and quiet and running water. Isn't that lovely? And you see the big far hill in the distance. Way up there. That's where I'm heading. That's where the mine head is. Okay. See the way it sparkles? Isn't that beautiful? Look at this. A piece here. See all the green? How many pieces of green can you see? It's just loaded with it. That was their clue. That looks to me, isn't that a lovely piece? It's almost like cavanasite. So blue. That's more blue than green, so I think that's huge amounts of Chrysocolla in it. See the Chrysocolla. Copper, traces of copper. And be full of little baby tadpoles. See the oxides on here, the banding. If I wet this stone, you'll get a better idea of its colour. Isn't that beautiful colour? The reds on there. Just gorgeous. Well, I've managed to get out of that wind. It was really rustling right down that valley there. So it's the valley behind me. So at least be able to record some information. So this is the spoils. What I'm standing on here now are the spoils. Let me show you. So the old mine pump there. And then further up each one of these drawers, way up there, there are mine workings. Over the top of there are mine workings. Now I'll show you the route we've come. We followed the river and there are already 4 more walkers. There's these 2 here on the bridge. You can just see in front of you there in the pink. And then there's 2 more way over in the distance. So I'll see if I can record some of this without spoiling their day, because I know everybody likes a bit of peace and quiet. So I'll show you just where I've put my backpack down, just in this small area here. Let's see if I can pick it up. Look how clear that is. That's beauty. Absolute beauty. It'll clean up nicely. And I'm just staying in exactly the same spot. I haven't moved. And that's all around my feet. And here you've got this stuff here beside my bag and my flask. Lots of oxide in that. Again in here. That's the iron. The iron in it. And then look at this sparkle. Absolutely covered in sparkles. Isn't that gorgeous? Just look what's all around here. So much. Slivers of quartz. Oxide on quartz. Speculite. Look at this. Just... isn't that fabulous? It's tiny, it's just a piece of quartz, but isn't it glorious? Isn't that glorious? See, things changed when they started to do their mining. They would be looking for copper and lead. And then the turn of the century came and they wanted zinc because of spark plugs for cars. And so the alloys that made that, that's where they found them. They diversified so much, these mines. It's amazing. That's beautiful, isn't it? You can see the lead content in there. See it sparkling. This is a piece of citrine. And that green lump on it, you can see just a tiny little speck there of green Chrysocolla. So it's amazing what you find if you look. You really don't have to look very far. So this is what they were looking for, where they found the Malacola and the Malachite and the Chrysocolla. Sure find there's going to be copper, because that's what copper does. It leaves this green deposit. That's where barite is. It's all oxidized. A nice little find, isn't it? It's always good to leave them for somebody else, because they might like to explore and find this. All of these are all barites. Look, there's more there. Yeah, that's speculite. Ooh, look at that. See the amount of lead content in there. See it? So if you carry that around for a while, you get a nice fat headache.
galena. It's lead. See? Isn't that lovely? You really get the formations there in the sunlight. You've got the different levels and the structures, the heads, the stems of it. Isn't it lovely the way this goes purple? Colours on there are just amazing, don't you think? Beautiful colours. There's just quartz with lead and iron. So just up here, you just see this little mound here. Well, that's where the top of a mine was. And then further up on the hill at the back there, that was also a mine. This is absolutely covered in mines. So worked. In the late 1700s, early 1800s, it really, really worked. It's hard to do this when I'm shooting straight into the sun. More mines up there, right up this bit here. So the signs of the Chrysocolla are all over the place here. See these? And further up, I dare say, there are huge lumps of just pure green rock, but they haven't made their way this far down, or they've been taken. And that's just veins. In a thin vein there of speculite. The black is the speculite, see? Still sparkly. Isn't this a gorgeous colour fest for you? Look at that. Chrysocolla. Beautiful. And these are tailings, so I dare say at the very bottom of these will be huge, great big lumps of pure greeny turquoise. Chrysocolla, malachite, malacola. I'm just taking my time on this because there's a very quick route down to the bottom and I don't really want to take that one, not just yet. Isn't that lovely? Quartz, barite. See the veins? Oh, look at that big bit of chrysocolla in the middle there. How pretty. How pretty is that? We can remember what that is. Quite a lot of green in there. And quartz. What do you think of that? It's a lovely specimen of colour. Gorgeous. Green. Right beside a lovely big piece of quartz. See, there's a vein there. They just follow these copper lines, the green lines. It would lead them to the copper. And the copper was the money. So this is a really big, good example of a piece of quartz. Try and turn it round. There's malacola in there. Oxides up here. It's quite heavy for me to turn with one hand, actually. I just think, you know, for nature, it's so colourful, so pretty. Oh, heck, that's heavy. Good colour. Gorgeous. Well folks, I hope you've enjoyed this video. I hope you've enjoyed having a trail around the rocks here without having to do the hard work. But this piece I've got there, that's the first piece of really good malachite I've seen. See how deep that is.
So thank you for watching, and I hope you've enjoyed looking at all the different crystals that were mined here. And there are going to be 1 or 2 mine visits that I'm going to do, and this one, as it was a nice day, bitterly cold, but I think it was worth it. So thank you folks, thanks, look after yourselves, bye for now, bye from Caldbeck.